What is up, you amazing people? It is I, Nima, and it is that time again where we talk about our sale of the week, where I pick out one or two specific titles and do a little bit of a review on them, while also showing you the discount you can get on them for usually the next 5 to 10 days, depending on when I get the video out. But I have to say that this video, I'm gonna have a few more games, but don't worry, I'm not doing like an actual full sale video. I can't compete with like Good Talk HQ or Switch Up or Switch Corner or any of those guys. And so with some of these, I will just advise, go check their channels out. They're going to have a little bit more. But I did want to just shed some light on a few games because I ended up buying more and focusing in on more than just one game. I also have to say, please hit that like and subscribe button. We are so close to 1,000. It's awesome. We are going to get there, my friends. We are definitely going to get there. And I also want to say that I actually have another review coming out today. We got a little bit behind this week. Had some injuries, some health issues, some stuff like that going on. So I'm sitting on a lot of content right now. But when I release two videos in the same day, usually one of them gets covered up and they don't really do very well. So if you're checking out this video, please check out my other video, which is a review of the game Write and Down. It's a really good game. You definitely want to check that out. Now, let's get into the sales. And like I said, I'm going to start here with a couple just small ones that I think are really cool and really interesting. And this comes by publisher Gamedec Games. Now, Switch Up does an entire video on all of the Gamedec games that they have on sale right now. They're doing this whole thing where if you have one of their games in your catalog, then you can get another one, or a few other ones, I should say, on sale for 49 cents. Now, with that in mind, I did pick up a game called Loud, which in a lot of ways reminds me of the old Guitar Hero game, where you want to hit the right buttons in the right order at the right time, so rhythm and sequencing and things of this nature are very important. And it's to, of course, music, because the girl that you are playing in this game is trying to be a famous rock star guitarist. I think it's worth all of the 49 cents, and quite a bit more, honestly. It's a really fun game. I also picked up a game called Sausage Wars, which is essentially just sort of like a battle royale style, where you and your friends can fight against each other and basically just try to kill each other. It's also 49 cents. It's got very addictive gameplay and it is totally worth a pickup. It's just a lot of fun. And now finally, for the last thing, I did pick up something called the Anti-Hero Bundle. Now, it's just 3 great games bundled up in one pack. And right now, it's like $4, and I think it was like $4.09, which is a really weird price. I can't remember what the original price is, but it's got to be significantly more, as there's some real bangers in here. So starting off, you'll get a game called Nefarious, another game called Reverse Crawl, and a game called Under Hero. And if that sounds familiar, it's because I did a review, well, Trick did a review of it on my channel just a few days ago. Just a fantastic game. So to get all of this for $4, it's well worth it. Now for the whole reason why I did this video, a review of Gamedec. I'm going to keep this short, like I've said before, essentially because it's a really great game for reviewing quickly. You don't want to give too much of the story away, and there's not much combat, if any at all. So this really does play perfect into this video. So starting off, you are a detective for virtual reality. Now, that means that you can hop into different games and solve real-world crimes. And before you start your adventuring, you're able to choose what you look like, and they really do offer a lot of options, which I really like. Everything from skin color to gender to hair color, sort of. It's all kind of here, and I really appreciate all that went into. Now, your major mechanic of this gameplay is that you get hired to do jobs, to investigate crimes, find people, discover what happened to somebody, watch people, all sorts of stuff. And as you hop into the virtual world, there is no real fighting, so to speak. There might be a point and click kind of situation, but nothing major. But your big weapon is your mouth. And as my high school gym teacher once told me, knowing when to keep your mouth shut is just as important as opening your mouth. And in this game, you do go through a gauntlet of different scenarios and banter, trying to discover the mysteries of your current case. And this can range from so many things, which is what I really like about this game. This game offers so many different environments. We're talking about like gritty, dark, kind of cyberpunkish worlds where it's very realistic. Or you can actually go into like a farm sim at some point. Now the entire game does have thousands and thousands of different options as far as your choices, which are going to affect the gameplay and going to affect your options and where you're able to go. as well as your success, which I think is really important to note, that you can fail a mission and still continue playing. In fact, you don't get the opportunity to go back and fix your mistake. Now, there's some problems with that, like I didn't realize what I was actually doing when I failed a couple of my missions when I first played, because I thought I was just coming back to save or something like that, but I learned that disrupting the investigation basically means you throw your hands up and hand all your information that you currently have over and essentially get a bad review. Now, I really do enjoy this game, and I love those kind of decision-based games, and I love it more when it's mixed with the ability to be able to explore on your own and be able to find different things. For instance, there's a gateway in the first world where you have to find glitches. So it's not just like this linear path. You can spend a lot of time trying to figure out what your next clue is and where to move on from that. Now, with that being said, this game does clock in at about 10 hours, but I could see people taking that maybe even to 15 hours on any given playthrough. But the important thing is all of those dialogue options, all of those choices that you can make or not make can be used the next time you play the whole game. And that's what's really cool about this game is there's tons and tons of replayability in it, as you can discover more things that maybe you didn't find out. Maybe do better on the jobs that you failed or just didn't get the highest score that you wanted. As you go back through each of these cases knowing, 2020, you also have like a little bit of insight to how to answer because of your past mistakes. I really enjoyed this game, and I think for $5.99, it is 100% worth it. It is down from $29.99, and that's just an amazing sale for a game like Gamedec. The game looks really good. I never had any crashes or any problems like that. Now, it's not asking a lot out of the game, but I'm really glad that they did this game right and gave it all the respect that it deserves. As we've seen a few of these titles come up and they're clunky, they have screen lag and things of that nature. I was really happy to see this did not have any of those problems, and in fact offers really good graphics on that end as well. One last thing I want to warn you about Gamedec is it is definitely not safe for work. In fact, the first level you start off in is a BDSM level, essentially, where you're investigating the disappearance of a teenage boy and his new obsession with, to say some darker thing. Needless to say, this game definitely deserves its M rating. So, like I said, be mindful that, don't pick this up for the kids, and maybe not even play it on your TV when everyone's at home. That's just my thoughts on it. I'm kind of curious what you guys have picked up on the sales. If you're looking for any games, you heard about Gamedec. Let me know your thoughts on Gamedec. Anything and everything down below. I love communicating with you guys, and like always, I'm wishing you guys health, wealth, and above all, I hope you're truly happy because you make me happy. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.